So yes, you
And
guys were taking a long rest.
Yeah, there was a goblin that decided to follow us.
might have accidentally run into us. I'm not sure.
Now I can't remember. Did the goblin run back, or did we just leave him laying on the cliffside?
He ran away. Yeah, he fled.
The whole point was that he was trying to follow us for a while.
Yeah, something to see if we actually go to the mining facility, I think. At least that's what I have here, is that they're following us to see if we were going to the mining facility, which has been taken over by giants.
Orcs.
Was it orcs? Why did I write
I
giants?
got no, ogres.
Ogres. Okay, let me fix that.
Oh, I got orcs. Uh-oh.
I wrote down ogre.
Anybody else got a extra thing to throw?
Why not both?
To be fair, it could be orcs, ogres, and giants, all of them.
DM.
All right, with that, you guys wake up in the Causeraine Hills. You're still on the southern, more windward side of the mountains. As you guys awake, looking out over the green treetops in front of you, the windless wood, the frenzied forest. It's a brisk mountain morning. And Javid, did you just stay out there all night? I think we said we were gonna. I don't recall what our plan was for watches.
Yeah, we didn't.
So I thought we
Didn't
did have
cover that.
watches because I thought I was on first watch and then Demetari was on second watch.
I'm honestly not.
I remember talking about watches. I'm pretty sure we set up some type of watch.
I know Dadark went out there
It
first.
was a section later.
And Onyx also was outside of the.
Crying like a little bitch.
Facts, but you didn't see it.
Alright, who would have had last watch? Is a good question. The night would have been otherwise uneventful for everyone, with the exception of obviously Dadark Javid, sorry, encountered the goblin.
I guess if Dimitar and Nazrel had earlier watches, that Javid would have taken last watch.
Well, you didn't, so.
Ah.
Well, I
Well.
thought he wasn't at first watch though. I thought he was just out there. That was before we started our watch.
Okay, sure.
Because I thought when we were having dinner, and please tell me if I'm misremembering it, because I thought a bunch of us were having dinner because we were cooking the lamb meat before it got spoiled, and then Onyx had gone out to have his emotional moment, and Dadark had just gone out to kind of check the perimeter.
That does ring some bell.
So I don't know. To me, it would make sense that like we would have Javid be last because he has his full rest after his 4 hours of meditation. So like we could all do watches until he's done, and then he would just go out while we would sleep the rest of the time.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. with the morning, you guys gonna finish up your breakfast. Casimir eats a few bites of his kind of pack rations, and all right. Well, I say we should continue. Is everyone ready?
Oh, yes, by all means. We should make our way. And I will relate what I learned about the Grolux clan, the goblins, about how we can expect to see ogres in the caves.
Well, that was why I hired. I assume all of you are proficient in battling with ogres?
If not, we soon will be.
Battle a war
Yeah.
machine. Oh, can't be better than that.
Now, ogres aren't the ones that you've got to burn with fire or they keep regenerating, are they?
That's trolls.
See,
You can
we've
make a
got
nature check.
knowledgeable people.
You wouldn't be certain. But you guys, she said it with such confidence, there's no way to know for sure. Briar would probably know, especially because I believe there are trolls within the Feywild, and specifically there are trolls that live within your section of it, that she would know that trolls are the creatures that you must kill with fire or they will regenerate.
Ogres, you
It's,
just stab.
Y'all are thinking about trolls. Don't worry about it. We got this.
all right, so just hit them hard. Got it.
Hit him fast.
All right. Off we go then, I suppose.
Yes, how close are we to the first of these spots you want to investigate?
I'm not quite sure. This is my first time in the mountains.
But you've got maps, and presumably you know where we are on the map and what the scale of the map is to say this little section is days travel or
Well,
5 days.
The mountains are a bit more vertical. The road here is questionable in some spots. There's really no telling. We might have to climb a little bit.
But when we get to where we're going, we will know that that's where we're going.
Oh yes, should be terribly obvious. One of the first locations we intend to visit is, in fact, an old mine in this region.
So we will keep an eye out for tailings.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, but sure.
Piles of rocks that came out of a mine.
I'm not a miner, so I'm not familiar with such things.
General knowledge.
I would hope you're not a minor, or else we'd have to have your parents sign off on you being out here.
I have a waiver.
Is Reagan pregnant?
You shitting me, dude?
That was the worst dad joke I've ever heard.
Oh, don't even. Not a funny joke.
Don't joke about. Just
Panic
don't.
just rose so high.
Jeez.
Do not.
Ooh.
All right.
And we're moving.
Yeah, you guys head out of the cave and into the chilly morning on the mountain. It's cold enough you can see your breath as you exhale.
I throw my cloak around me and draw the hood up. And I will, unless anybody has other ideas.
I would like to know, if anybody is astute, that Azrael does not have breath. There is no breath coming. Just if anyone is noticing, I want to mention that.
Well, that's not spooky at all.
Oh, I notice.
You could make an insight check. Nope.
Wouldn't that be
Perfectly normal.
perception?
Sure, I guess it would be a perception check. You rolled a 3.
A 3.
So whatever your perception modifier is.
My modifier's the same on both, so
And I would probably put that against Azrael's either passive deception or... Yeah, I'll probably say it's against that.
Yeah, so her passive
she-
deception's 12.
oof.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't know. I think... Javid and Briar would probably notice pretty much automatic. But Javid probably also already has some idea.
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
we've worked together. We
Yeah, it's not the first time we've...
sorted out this.
I imagine he just doesn't ask questions.
I'm gonna go
Never came up.
stare at her.
Seems
for
to
a
be
long time.
your personal business whether you breathe or not.
I'm gonna go
and
stare at her for a
Dwyer
little
and,
while.
Right. So, is it obvious that you're staring at me?
Yeah.
I'll stare back at you and go, problem?
Uh, are you okay?
Yes.
Something's off.
No.
There's no. No.
No.
All right. I'm gonna sit on this for a minute. I'm gonna think on it.
Can I just like kind of pat you on the head?
I suppose.
I'm sure fairies get used to that kind of attention, right?
Yeah, pretty standard treatment of fairies by non-fairies. You just have to pat them on the head. You have to.
It's all right. I like it.
You're just so darn cute.
As you guys are doing this, Casimir's, well in front of the main group, and he's like got the whole map unfurled in front of him, and he like pauses for a second and points something out, like a little landmark, and kind of looks up and checks his position, and then keeps going. He's got a little compass that he kind of flicks out every now and then.
As he's doing this, I'd like to accompany him and try to make notes in my map and see what he's doing with the compass, like that.
Okay, go ahead and give me just an intelligence check. He's doing it real quick. He's like right now he's trying to navigate and he is not letting you pay attention to what he's doing. It's like you're trying to read a very technical book that you don't have experience with yet, and he is not attempting to train right now. He is just navigating.
Casimir, if I'm gonna learn anything, you've got to slow down a bit.
Also, Casimir, it's best if you let us sort of keep you in the middle of the group, so we've got people on either side protecting you. We can't do our job if you're going to run out ahead. So why don't you point out a landmark we're headed for, and I'll go out and scout ahead, keep an eye out for anything we might run into that's has untoward intentions.
I'm just making sure we're still on the trail. There is one here. It's an old miner's track running this distance here. I'm just making certain that we're still on it. And he kind of gestures, and you guys can see. Basically, it is this like kind of flat-ish spot that's roughly the width of a cart, but it is it hasn't been used in a while. You can see there's like roots of a little like gnarled bush like growing out in the middle of it, and other things. There's like every once in a while you can see a landslide has filled in a little bit, and you kind of have to crawl over it.
Do we see goblin tracks coming toward us? Like maybe they were coming the opposite direction along the track?
Sure, go ahead and give me a survival check.
Didn't mean to roll out with advantage.
Either way, not that you notice. It's pretty... It's rocky and very gravelly, so there's not a lot of spots. There's not very many like muddy spots where you might catch like some footprints. And you would also know, just with your proficiency as... because you are a tracker, you would know that... Yeah. Based on where you guys passed the goblins, they would have come through here, days ago. So any like immediate signs of their travel are not going to be quick to spot, basically.
All right.
Can I just do a general check to see if there's anything nefarious? Maybe like, something that's tracking us, something that might be trying to clock us, something like that.
Okay, sure. Yeah, give me some perception checks if you guys are keeping watch. Alright, so who's in the front, who's in the back, and then who is kind of in the main group? Where are you guys looking specifically?
So I'd like to be out front and looking out ahead for things we might encounter. If somebody's keeping an eye on us or has left something for us to stumble upon.
Okay, so you're in the front.
I'm in the middle. I'll be hanging out with Casimir and whoever else is here.
Yeah, I'd probably be in the middle too, keeping eyes on the lefts and rights of the hidden spaces and the crags up on the sides and stuff.
Okay.
Meandering off to the side.
I'm
Nice.
still gonna be with Casimir trying to focus on the maps, but I'll probably send Wanda up front with Jade.
I can be in the back.
ahead.
Okay, so Ezra, you're looking behind.
Yeah, just make sure nothing sneaks up on us.
Okay, can I get a perception check for Wanda? All right. Javid, as you're kind of looking out, scanning in front of you guys, you don't notice anything. There's don't spot any goblins or ogres or any other untoward creatures. You and Briar, however, would note kind of off to your right as you guys are kind of snaking, so more towards the central mountains. There is a very distant, kind of toward the peak, a bird kind of circling one of the peaks and kind of scanning the cliff.
Are we trying to be sneaky at all?
I don't think so.
So if you guys do try to sneak, it will slow your pace.
Okay. Well, I was just wondering, because I think I might just go up there and look at the bird.
It's sure, you're welcome to if you would like.
Okay. I'm gonna be like,
Can I tell
"Hey,
from
check that out."
this
And
distance?
then go see it.
Or go ahead.
Just gonna say, hey, check that out. And I'm gonna go see it.
Okay.
And we can tell from this distance that it's looking in our general vicinity and
just
possibly has
circling.
spotted us, circling. We recognize what kind of bird it is.
It appears to be some kind of hawk, and you'd be able to tell that it is quite large.
All right. Well, I don't know anything about threats that hawks might pose, so I'll just note that and keep going.
As Briar's helicopter blades fire up and she's fucking lifting off.
Yeah, just like the little hum of her wing up towards the mountain peak.
That's why I asked if we were trying to be sneaky.
As soon as you kind of start getting towards it, you're just like flying straight at it.
Yep.
Okay. It begins flying towards you. And it's
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna stop and hover
it
for a
tucks its
second.
little wings in, and it starts towards you.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna head back the other way
All right.
quickly.
I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Holy fuck! Sky battle! I'm so excited.
These are trash today. Dang, Javid.
Hey, I don't get surprised by much.
Oh, I love the lava. That looks so cool.
It's actually the burning edges of a map. It's just a fun little thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, let me refresh. It's being weird.
Ooh.
I mean, it's not supposed to have vision on it, but apparently your tokens can't on this.
I mean, I can see.
Yeah, your token has vision. I don't under the other ones. There's no light sources, so no one else can see. All right, should be.
Oh. Yeah, it looks better without the circle. With the little flaming. That is so cool.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
there, I can
seeing
see it
like
now.
there's smoke coming out of it too.
Yeah, it's so cool.
We'd better act fast. The ground's afire.
For sure.
So how wide is the mountain pass that we're on? Like, is it enough for two
It's
people,
like maybe,
3 people?
maybe 10 feet wide, I would say.
Okay, so 2 people.
The owl, the thing with the helmet on? Or not the owl, excuse me, the hawk.
No. That's Javi.
Oh, okay. I got this.
Yeah,
I
so
understand now.
Briar's off, yeah, to the right.
I can't see a hawk, but I'm guessing there's one
I haven't put it on the map yet.
out that direction.
I'm trying to find the token for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this
Briar was
wasn't a
the hawk
plan.
for a second. Oh.
Damn it, Briar.
It's fun. I don't mind.
I've never seen one before. I wanted to look at it.
It
Is
wants
it-
to look at you too.
Big for a hawk?
Yeah, so for reference, because I'm not exactly... How big is a hawk compared to Briar?
Well, she is, I believe, size small. Correct me if I am wrong.
I'm small.
This thing
They
is
didn't
the
let him
size
be
of a
tiny
horse.
this time.
Oh,
Oh,
my
fuck.
god, it
Holy
could
shit.
eat you.
I'm gonna go.
Big
It looks
boy.
smaller from where I was.
This thing's big enough to
Oh
eat
my
horses,
gosh.
actually.
Hey, you could try to, like, don't you have that spell? I know I'm metaing, but you could ride it, like, as a little, the sky.
You have animal
Me?
handling, right?
Animal handling.
Oh my god, yeah, I just had the picture of Briar riding a hawk. That just sounds awesome.
Just gotta mount.
Wings get tired, it's much more quiet.
I think I might have to try.
Be intimidating as hell. You come in on a hawk.
Yeah, you just took animal handling. You can refund it, totally.
The way that Foundry put the D&D Beyond stuff into it is just the most like uncoordinated thing possible.
Is it like a data dump without any
It's a data
organization
dump. It's not
whatsoever?
organized at all. I have to, and you can't search because it's
Can't
like
control F at all.
no, because it's just labeled monsters and then by letter and then by source, but it's not completely accurate like that.
Oof.
So, this aside, did anyone see Critical Role, the Thursday episode?
The most
No
recent one.
spoilers.
No, so there's this, they played a game called Rollies. I think that would be great for us to play at some point.
The only person here who could probably watch that live is
Me and Emily.
and Emily. Yeah.
But they have it on video on demand. You
Not
can watch it.
not until next Wednesday or Monday.
Oh, because you don't subscribe to the Twitch.
Yeah.
How much is their subscription?
It's like, I think $6 a month or something like that.
Oh my god, I'm not made of money.
No,
I'm not getting that officer pay.
Well, do you have Amazon Prime? Because you have a free subscription through Amazon Prime if you pay for Amazon Prime.
Oh, that we have.
So you can use your one free subscription.
Gonna have to check that out. I was gonna use it to watch Yellowstone, but
Also, we're T-minus 3 months away from the Legends of Vox Machina, so
Oh, I'm so excited for that. Yeah, we finally got our trinket doll. Like we were so excited when we did the Kickstarter to get the trinket.
yeah, I got into it a little late. I'm still in campaign 2 catching up. I think over the last year I've watched all of campaign 1 and I'm on episode 73 of campaign 2. and I'm trying to keep up with campaign 3 currently.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
recommend watching Exandria Unlimited before watching Campaign 3, just because it does actually have some relevance.
I tried. I don't like the DM.
Well, I'll read the cliff notes because it is relevant.
Two?
All right, finally. And I'm gonna roll its initiative.
Are you rolling the stats from Foundry or from D&D Beyond?
D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Much better that way. Are you guys able to update your in the encounter tracker your things, because you guys rolled before it was in the
Oh.
I don't see a way to do that.
I'm not seeing a way to update the number.
Yep, that's annoying. Okay.
Javid goes first. I know that much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was just 30. Oh my god.
All right. Who had above? So Javid goes first, obviously. Who had anyone above a 20? Anybody 15 to 20?
At 17.
Anybody 10 to 15?
13.
10.
13. 13 here.
All right. All right. Well, you guys have a pretty good initiative order. Javid, it's your turn. So you can see as this is like occurring off to your right that Briar is like bzzing towards the giant eagle, and then it like, tucks its wings into a very aggressive dive.
Well, I thought that I might give it a chance, but it's big, she's little, and that's an aggressive stoop. So I'm going to draw and fire an arrow at it.
Okay. I mean, all it sees is a big bug. So, bug. What's your range on that?
Longbows are 150.
Yeah, normal range 150, long range 600. So
Yeah, it looks like you're right at the 150 mark.
Okay. All right. It just like passes right through its wing, and like the eagle is, you kind of see it like to one side as it is a little bit thrown off by what has happened. I'm not sure it's ever been shot at by an arrow before, but it is undeterred. Azrael, it's your turn.
Okay, I can't do anything because she's too far away. So I'm just gonna yell, "Get back here! Don't die!" And then Lindell just told me that on the first round of combat, Javid gets a second attack.
Does he? I don't know.
Does this have something to do with your rangerness?
Dread ambush. Dread ambusher.
Yes, thank you. Dread Ambusher. I take the attack on the first turn of combat, and one additional weapon attack that deals an extra 1d8.
Okay, go ahead and roll for Well.
Oof!
That. And roll an additional d8. So that is what, 16, 20 damage, 31 damage.
See if you're going to attack my little bug friend.
The second arrow, 2 quick jabs. The second one catches the eagle straight in the chest, and it plummets to the. You killed it. And that was that. It's not a terribly robust creature.
You're welcome!
Sees a bug, gets harpooned.
Yeah.
This is on a mountain range, right? Like the bird was flying above a mountain.
Yep.
Does it tumble down, or does it just kind of get stuck halfway? There's the body
you guys
landing.
watch it like fall into a section above you. There's like some jagged rocks, and it like falls into a little crevice up there.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
only-
wait. He fell?
Yep.
Oh, well,
Flying things stop flying when they're dead.
You can see probably where it fell. It's below you somewhere. You were like flying up towards where it was, and it's kind of down on the mountainside a little way.
the dog?
Hawk meat
Briar,
for dinner.
would you recover my arrows for me? Thanks so much.
One of them's gone. It went right through the eagle.
Damn. Okay, I can go try.
Or the
I'm gonna go look at it. Investigate.
You kind of bzzz down to it, and there's just a, kind of curled up. It's like wings at an odd angle. There's just a giant. This thing is huge. Dead hawk.
Oh, I feel bad. I feel so bad. I was just curious. Oh man. All right. I'm gonna apologize to him. I'm sorry, bud. You didn't deserve that. Then I'm gonna take his see if there's any arrows in him.
There's one sticking out.
Okay, I'm gonna recover it, and then I'm gonna like,
Briar,
huh?
how big are the feathers?
They are very
Can-
large.
You think you could snipe me one for a quill?
Can I hear you? But sure. I'll.
Shouting. I'm trying to shout.
Yeah, you can hear some shout.
Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna.
Dinner.
How many
Dead
feathers?
anyway.
Have any feathers fallen off of him?
There's a few on the ground around.
Okay, I'll gather some that way, and then I'll like tuck him up all good. Like, arrange his body a little better, and then go on.
All right. You give him a sky burial, basically. I'm sure there's giant vultures or something that'll come and clean this up.
Well, I'm gonna piece the fuck out because I don't need giant vultures too.
All right, fluttering back down, and you've got. I'll say you were able to get 3 good sized feathers that are in good condition.
Okay, I'll keep one and I'll give the rest to Demetari.
Thank you. Do you want me to make a quill out of yours as well?
No, I'm just gonna keep it.
Right. And I'm just gonna very happily hold my feathers, but I'm gonna prestidigitate them clean, cause
How big are they?
They are the flight feathers of it, so they are probably about 1 foot long.
Jesus. Okay.
It's a very big bird. This is the biggest bird you've ever seen.
wish I was more studied. Would be able to do with that hawk.
Casimir kind of just watching all this and then looking back at the maps, and that was an interesting encounter. Off we go.
Yes. Probably would have
All right.
done well to try to harvest a little bit of the meat. Azrael's got the right idea that, if we go underground, we don't know what we'll be able to find. I mean, we've got rations, but some fresh meat every opportunity we can, not to be passed up.
Goblins and orcs don't taste that bad.
Is this the voice of experience?
Well versed in the taste of orc.
Or is the bird? Could I climb to help her meet?
You could
I gotta talk
certainly
me into
try.
it then.
All right. It's gonna take me a minute, Briar, but I'll meet you up there. I'll help you.
It's about 50 feet of rough terrain above you. It's about probably how high it is.
I can still carry you.
Yeah, I guess I'm not heavy.
I mean, I got
I
you
guess
up that one
I'll
thing that
try
one
to
time.
climb, and it'll be one of those safety net things in case I fall. You got me.
Said it was horse-sized?
Yeah, but I mean, it's an eagle, so it weighs less. There's hollow bones and whatnot.
Was it
Yeah.
an eagle or a hawk?
There's a hawk.
Okay.
Probably not a big distinction at that size.
We could have been friends.
Shouldn't have stooped at my friend.
Are we up there? Do I need a roll for this? Me?
Let me make sure how much. I'm just curious how much actually Briar.
Isn't that like 100?
It's
like
15 times your strength score. So, which I think is very generous, because I imagine somebody with a strength score of 5 would not be able to lift 75 pounds. But
so if you think about it, right, the average person has a strength of 10 is the average, right? So that's what, 150 pounds?
Right.
I mean, an average person could probably lift 150 pounds if they had to.
I don't know. I've been to the gym.
Deadlift or clean and jerk?
Deadlift.
Oh.
I've been to the gym.
That's
All right. Anyway,
targeted.
Briar can lift 270 pounds.
Oh, she's got me. I'm 140.
Hold on. Let me actually real quick figure out what my strength score is.
Wow.
I have a 27. Anyway, let's keep going.
Is that deadlift?
Yeah, I just did my deadlift modifier.
So this cliffside, I'm curious, is it it's kind of a vertical surface, right? So could I, with my spider climb, just walk up the side of it?
Absolutely.
Awesome. While they're flying up, I'm just gonna straight up just walk up the side of the cliff, hand free.
All right. You're just kind of like, Spider-Manning your way up the cliffside towards them.
Bro, you're a spooky.
Or you don't have to watch this. As I
I'm
pull
gonna
out
help, but you
my
better
dagger.
treat it nicely.
Of course, I've done this with people. It can't be that much different, right?
Y'all are so
Nothing.
spooky. Jesus Christ.
It was my job. Nothing too invasive. Anyway, I'm
Can I
going to
cover
try.
Briar's eyes? Like you do with a little kid.
I mean, I've like field dressed animals before, but I just feel bad about this one. That's all. It didn't have to die. But yeah, I'll help.
All right.
They say, curiosity kills the hawk.
If you want to go ahead and give me a survival check, and I will say, if you guys are helping, you can do it with the advantage.
So who's doing the check? I was gonna do guidance.
I planned on cutting it, but if you would like to, that's fine. If
Well, no,
you
it's
are-
gonna give you guidance, so you have advantage on the roll. Make sure
If
that's
you guys
what
are
it
all
does.
helping, then she would already have.
No, it's an extra D4. That's what it does. Excuse
Okay.
me. So, yeah,
I roll
you get
again,
a D4.
So I roll again, and then I get a D4.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what these spells do.
Jesus,
Yeah.
I'm roll something. Okay, and then a D4. Okay. I don't know if that's sent, but it's a 4.
Okay. So that'd be 12, 14. You're able to cut off a few good pieces of the meat, but it's
Drumstick. Call the drumstick.
It's probably just enough to feed, the party for one meal. That's about all you can get out of it. It's, it hit the rocks in a weird way and kind of got mangled. And there was someone hit it with an arrow and just destroyed half the birds. So
It's called a tenderized kebab.
Yeah.
Yeah, the elfish howitzer that we have over there.
Yeah. Just demolished. The eagle it just saw a bug, and then like 3 seconds later it was dead.
Yeah, thought he was shooting an arrow, realized he shot a full-blown spear at it.
Have any of you guys watched the Hawkeye series yet?
I have.
Not yet, no.
Okay, never mind then.
All right. You're able to get about one meal's worth from the bird for your party. It's a lot of... There would be more, but it was just not the best circumstances for collecting the meat.
Okay. Wants to carry this one?
You can... It's... The amount of weight that you get out of it is not much. Like 15 pounds of meat, basically.
Just imagine gross, wet meat going into someone's backpack.
Hopefully someone.
Does anyone have a spare pouch?
I mean, I can take it. I generally carry the food anyway.
I'll try to, I guess, clean some of the blood off so it's not as messy. How are you doing here after all that with the hawk dismembering?
I'm fine. I'm just bummed. I feel bad. Y'all ready to get back to the party? At least it's gonna serve some kind of purpose. I don't mean to brag, but I can do wonders with some gamey bird meat.
Nice. Still have peppers, I think.
We have peppers. I always have peppers.
Yeah, and the ones that was given to me by shop owner, I gave to Briar.
We need to get you a refrigerated bag. Cool bag.
Yeah, that might actually be cool, if that's a thing.
The bag of colding.
That yeah.
absolutely could be a thing.
What?
And if you talk to the right guy, you could
Bag
get
of
yourselves like
holding.
a Hewer's handy sack and say that it like keeps everything chilled to 30 degrees Fahrenheit. And
Yeah.
just
We
you
got
know,
We got to get a bag of colding up in here if Bride's
yeah,
going to be cooking that much.
that could definitely be a thing, 100%.
Okay, we'll work that out next time we're in town.
All right.
So, meat butchered and party reassembled. We continue off in the same order as before.
All right.
This time I'm gonna hang around.
Stay close. Yeah, as you guys are going now, you know, a few hours later, you notice there's, you know, distantly another bird-like shape circling another peak, and this time it does not approach your party. And
Word gets out.
When I see the bird, can I like kind of put my arm around Briar and be like, just kind of just as like a subtle, don't go anywhere.
I know. Gosh. Mom.
Knowing how the mourning process is, I'm going to attempt to like shoot up little fireworks to cheer Briar up.
what spell are you using?
Prestidigitation.
Little like showers of sparks and little tiny fireworks in your hand, you know, little sparkles basically.
That's pretty cool.
Casimir kind of stops and looks at that as he's continuing to walk.
Doesn't do much, but I find it can cheer up people who are hurting. Don't know how else to folks
Does
and the dead.
Demetari do a performance check to see how uplifting her sparkles are?
Sure, give me a performance check for that. We'll see how effective it was. It was okay. It's kind of, you know, it was an okay, you know, show. It wouldn't be the kind of fireworks performance you write home about or anything. It's like watching a fireworks show that someone recorded on their phone. That's the way I would describe it.
I got something that'll help you if you want to try that one again. Just let me know.
Oh, the fireworks?
Oh, yeah.
All right. We'll figure something out.
All right. You guys continue your treks, you know, over another range, down a little bit. The sun kind of arcs overhead, goes into the evening. You've passed the mountainside with no sign of either goblin nor ogre. And the shadows grow long, and another night grows. Casimir kind of stops, and as it's getting, you know, like orange sky turning dark blue above you, he kind of like in his hand, you know, reaches into a little pouch and like traces a little sigil and has a little globe of light appear in his hand as he's kind of trying to read the map a little bit.
Has he practiced magic before?
Not that you've seen.
Samir, how did you learn that?
What do you mean? I'm from the Everhold Institute. Most of us are mages and mage rites and spellcasters.
Can I look at Snow? Not say anything, just look at Snow, because I've never seen Snow cast magic.
What?
You don't cast magic.
Nope.
So one of the duds then at Everhold.
Can squib.
Well,
Damn.
the researchers from the Institute proper, such as myself, are the ones who are most likely to be trained in the art of spellcasting. Those of us that are other members of the Institute...
Do the
it
dirty
depends. Yes, well, I wouldn't call it that. It's integral to the substance of our organization. It is very important work, I will say that.
I'm gonna insight check him to see if he's trying to talk it up or if he actually believes that.
Sure, make an insight.
Yeah, 8.
I see a 5.
Yeah, but I have ear for deceit, so anything below a 7 is a 8.
He is definitely not telling the truth.
I'm just gonna and walk away.
Alright. He just kind of shrugs and is looking at his map and anyway, I do think we should find some shelter for the evening and continue off in the morning.
Can we find shelter? Cave? Overhanging the rocks? Whatever.
Give me a survival check.
Guidance. Take a D4.
Alright. You find a spot kind of off the path it isn't a cave proper, but it is kind of a sheltered enough position where there's some steep sheer rocks behind you in this natural horseshoe alcove, and it's deep enough to your backs basically that barring someone like Azrael who can walk on walls, it would be very difficult for someone to come down that way. Casimir kind of is illuminating it with his light and... Well, seems as good a spot as any. I'll set up over there, and he kind of walks over into one of the corners of it. It's a small space, no more than a 15-foot diameter, roughly little circle.
So Briar, show us what you can do with that hawk meat you harvested.
Okay, I'm gonna get started on it, but be kind of sluggish about it, and then kind of get into it and really get going.
It's dark now, right?
Right. I'll see if I can find some firewood and start a fire.
Oh wait, I thought the illumination. Casimir had the place illuminated.
Yeah. His
Right, but
light is still
it's
up.
not hot cooking light, is it? It's just map
Yeah, I'm still gonna need
illuminating
to
light.
cook.
No, he cast the light spell, so the whole thing is.
But can I
illuminated
cook with
bright
it?
light. I mean, you cannot cook with it. It emits no heat.
Yeah.
Yes, but he's still
It's also in his hand. He casts light on his glove, so.
I'm just gonna plop raw chicken into his hand.
As he's
Yeah.
setting up his sleeping bag, he's like, "Excuse me, can I help you?"
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna do it. I still need some fire.
Am I-
Can
am I
anyone cast heat
able-
metal?
That would be handy. If not, can I find enough deadfall and stuff to make a decent fire for cooking hawk haunches?
Yeah, you'd be able to definitely find sufficient wood and whatnot.
Now that we're settled, could try mini fireworks show again on Nox if you wanna do your little trick.
Alright, standing by if you're ready.
Oh, is this just going to be in the cave, or is this going into the sky?
It should just be about the same as what she had it before.
So if this is where we're bedding down, we don't want to draw too much attention to ourselves.
We need to go together on 3.
Just let me know when you're doing it.
Right, on 3. 1, 2, 3, and then I'll try fireworks again.
When she releases it, I'm going to cast Control Flames and make all of the colors flicker intermittently ombre and like kind of change colors as it pops off.
So
Nice.
the prestidigitation is not flame.
Oof, it does.
Don't. Are we looking for a spark?
We've got a
It would be
campfire
like
now.
a shower of sparks.
You missed
Yeah,
it.
I have I'm trying to think. I have some type of kit I know that has it, like a mess kit. Yeah, I have a mess kit.
You missed it. She was casting Prestidigitation. I was trying to change the colors of it.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna pat a Nox and like, it's probably just need to practice some more before.
It was
then
supposed to
we'll
look
get
like this, and then I do it to the campfire where it starts flickering pinks and purples and greens and blues.
It makes this great colorful strobe effect on the walls. You can see your shadows are outlined in brilliant color.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Turns out your sparks are fake,
Awesome.
so I can't help it out.
Well, they're not fire. Yeah, that's a really neat trick. See if it changed the taste of the meat.
Yeah, probably should have run that by the cook to see if there was any chance of the multicolored flame doing funny things to Hawk.
Oh, please tell me we have a rainbow-colored chicken leg at this point.
It definitely looks a little off.
Man, can you quit messing with my food, please?
I'll still eat it.
Quick look at
Oh, yeah.
Onyx like I'm a child that just got in trouble by mom.
I'm just gonna giggle and continue to like make colorful like single bladed fire rings like circling her cooking as she's cooking.
All right, that's it. Get everyone go. Go 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 go.
She shoos all of you away from the fire.
I use control flames to make it look like a briar shape in the actual flames doing the same thing, like hands on her hips, like me.
Oh my gosh, you're mocking her.
It's
Like
the-
Mort from Treasure Planet.
Yeah, exactly.
Careful, you
like
might
that.
not get dinner.
Well, you better watch yourself. I make your food.
Or the fire spirit from Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, Calcifer.
Yes.
I just finally got Haley to watch that a while ago.
You gotta read the book.
She bought the music book and now plays it on the piano.
Yes.
Well, once we've um, had a chance to enjoy the flame-broiled hawk, Javid is going to go around and scout the area looking for good places to hide, ambush from signs of uh, creatures in the area. Basically do a perimeter check.
All right, go ahead and give me a just a perception check.
It's roasted bird and carrots and potatoes because I still had some left over from the farmer.
All right. You're able to find a good spot, kind of like where you guys now is kind of like a little craggy ravine almost in the mountain, where you're able to like get to the other side of the path and then up a few rocks on a scramble, and you can kind of see down the curve towards the opening of your little kind of rest spot. You can see the orange glow kind of out flickering, illuminating the other wall of the canyon. And then you can see down a ways in front of you where the rocky cliff drops off again on one side, and you can again see out over the trees of the Whispering Wood.
Now, the other large bird off in the distance that we saw, did it seem to make any take any particular interest in us, or just hawk off in the distance?
Hawk off in the distance.
Okay.
It's nighttime, so there's not a lot of activity now. But yeah, that's.
All right.
As far as you.
Well, I'll point out the good vantage point to people who are going to be taking taking watches.
All right. Casimir enjoys the cooked hawk and vegetables, and then bids you all good night, and is going to roll up in his sleeping bag.
As we're all just like kind of sitting around the fire, I'm gonna pull out my drum and like kind of like finger tap simple melodies while I'm rolling through memories and casting control flames to make like shapes and stuff in the fire.
Can I want to see if like there's any certain shapes in the fire?
So as I'm like tapping through, it looks like Leonin that are running on all fours and chasing what looks to be boars, camels, stuff like that as I'm like tapping through it.
All right.
Is your family Onyx?
Yeah, they used to be.
What happened to them?
I'm just not part of the family anymore.
Oh, the way I guess we're kind of family.
It's not the same, but I appreciate the gesture.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Demetari. I think of my companions as the family I've made and picked up along the way.
Yes, a lot more accepting. Understand not having, I don't know your story, but a family not necessarily accepting you.
Yeah, most people I meet outside my tribe give me more of these. And on the right side of his snout, you see there's like a triangular shaped scar that's like cut out of his muzzle.
Well, I can
What's that
assure you,
from?
you probably
Just some big dudes with hard hands. But then again, my tribe gives me these, and he points towards the electrical scars across his chest.
your
Nothing
tribe reject you.
nothing worth talking about. I just put the drum back up and go start setting up the bedroll.
I don't really remember my family. I was taken from them at a fairly young age. I remember my mother and my father, but I have not seen them since I was impressed in the Janissary.
My mother is dead. Is fully understanding. Mother, on the other hand, does not share in my plans and has definitely made it known. That's why I think it's good to make your own family.
If we adventurers cannot make our own family, then the family we leave behind is dusty memory.
Sometimes a weakness.
Y'all get some rest. I've got the first one. And I'm going to walk out and go towards the spot that Jabid recommended for a lookout.
I'll unroll my bedroll and lie down for my trance.
I just imagine you have this like rolled up dog bed that you put down before you sit on it cross-legged and just like
Yeah, I always imagined you sitting up, like in a very straight, good posture, cross-legged, like those monks in that meditation.
But like halfway through it, he gets too into his meditation, his mouth falls open, like doing that old.
Yeah, drooling down my chin. Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else you guys would like to do before bed?
Would like to take one of the others and use my small knife to basically shape it into a quill. Just test it on a piece of parchment to see how well it works.
Go ahead and give me a... I'll say just give me a dexterity check to see how well you can, how fine you can get the tip, basically. It's a little bit rough as far as the nib goes. You could trim it back later, but overall, a little rough. But it does write, and it's not terribly fine, so you won't be able to make like kind of the expert sketch marks for your map, but otherwise it will work as a quill.
I know Anoxa's doing first watch, so I don't mind doing watch.
Basically, with Javid being able to take most of it, it should be 2 2-hour watches, and then someone gets a night off. So I think it snows night off tonight.
Okay, I'd like to take first watch then.
That sounds like a good plan.
I'm just gonna go sit out with Onyx.
Do I hear you coming, or are you trying to be sneaky?
Eh, I'm not trying to hide from you.
Do I hear him coming?
You probably hear him. The sounds
Yeah,
of footsteps through the road.
I'm gonna put my book away before he walks up.
Well, now I'm gonna be sneaky. No, just kidding.
What's up?
Oh, nothing. Just couldn't sleep.
Yeah, I feel that. A lot of nights. Ground's kind of hard. It's hard to actually get good sleep out here. You should be used to it, you little mountain kitty.
Just because I'm used to the terrain doesn't mean I can always sleep well.
That's fair. I'm used to the sands, so it's a little rough on my back. Kind of like stretch to the side.
Seen anything out here yet?
Not that I've seen
I'm
so
gonna look
far.
around and see if I see anything.
Sure, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Yeah, did I see anything while I've been out here?
Go ahead and give me a perception. You both have dark vision, right?
Yes.
Nope, haven't seen anything. It's a
Haven't
quiet,
seen-
uneventful evening. You guys are doing great.
I ain't seen nothing. Wind's a little crisp, but that's about it. Hey, where'd you get your armor made that ables to handle the tail and everything?
It was a custom job and from my clan. I've had this for quite a few years now.
I seem to get hit a lot, and I figure I need to start wearing stuff that will help me out with that. So these linens ain't doing much for me.
Yeah, it helps when your entire clan is tabaxi and you didn't spend much time in the civilized areas.
Well, it helps to be more civilized than we were. I mean, I've only worn clothes for the last year and a half.
You guys
The
wear
all
clothes.
natural.
What's up?
Definitely wear clothes.
Maybe they didn't.
My tribe?
You know,
I don't know. Are they nudist? Like,
It's
I
hot.
prefer the term naturalists.
The other Leonin tribes of the Torrid Wastes definitely wear clothes.
All right. I'll talk to you about it.
Maybe
I
just
pull out one of my
pants, you know.
daggers, and I can help make a hole for your tail.
I just kind of gestured towards the back slit skirt that I basically wear. That my tail just kind of floops out the middle of it. I'm good. No holes needed.
Okay. Sure, I could make it more comfortable for you if I could use magic.
Learn to use magic. It's pretty useful.
I don't know. I've gotten on pretty well so far.
Yeah, well, magic helps, but your skill set is more what I've been leaning towards lately.
Diversification is key.
Yeah, I knew
That's why we
someone
make a good pair.
that tried to teach me these lessons the hard way, but I guess they didn't stick as well as I had hoped.
Yeah.
Boston thought, I'm just gonna keep watching out, listening to the wind roar through the mountains and everything.
Same.
It is a chilly evening.
Yeah, aggressively slab squatting with my skirt all balled up around my legs so my toes stay warm.
Alright, the rest of your watch passes without issue. Who has the next one?
I had second.
I can take second with you.
Alright, you guys are awoken at the proper time. And it is your
You shouldn't trust so easily.
Me? Why?
It's dangerous.
I feel like I could trust you guys.
No.
Why? Do you have bad intent?
No.
No need to not trust.
It's
I
dangerous.
don't trust you with everything, but I would trust you with my life if the need were to come up.
You shouldn't trust so easily.
It's like you someone who wronged you, huh?
Yes.
Friend, family?
I'd rather not talk about it. Just trust is something that shouldn't be given.
Think it can be given if it's earned. So far, it's well earned.
And how does someone earn?
Like you can sometimes just see it in people, see the actions in people. There's always choices to make, and you see someone make a certain choice, not always in their favor, but for the betterment of someone else. I think I can trust that.
A single action does not prove trustworthiness. Ulterior motives can sometimes cause good actions with malice intent.
If I can't trust the members that I'm with, then why am I here?
Why are you here?
Be accepted? Or who I am? So far, no one's questioned me. I hope to find people and educate people that it's because we are different doesn't necessarily mean that it's wrong.
How are you different?
Well, that's the part I can't trust to tell you yet.
Good. The thing
But
about
hopefully it'll save your life one day. You'll understand that I have no malintent behind who I am.
Everyone has an ulterior motive.
Oh, but it's not always negative to your friends.
In the moment, sure. I've had partners that I've had to hunt down. They were my partners, my friends, and then they did bad things. And then I hunted them.
You seem like someone who shoots first and asks questions later.
I do what I need to do. I don't hunt those who do not deserve to be hunted.
So you're the one that decides deserves to be hunted?
Yes,
Pretty big burden.
which is why I don't trust.
I hope that when you make these decisions, you've thought through it carefully. If you're the only one that can rely on you, I guess.
I know evil when I see it.
Hopefully that'll come in handy with all of us together then. Let me know if you send someone evil here, huh?
You're okay.
Well,
Naive, but okay.
I haven't told much. It's my first adventure outside of work. Work was mostly people who were not alive, so don't really know much outside of that.
The first person to look to for acceptance is you.
Well, I am accepting of who I am, but others are not.
Then why do you care?
Other people like me who be true to themselves. It's not just what I am, it's non-acceptance of people who are misunderstood. It's kind of hard to explain, I guess. I'd like to freely be myself without fear of being hunted and killed. Maybe people such as yourself.
I only hunt evil.
Well, in
Cutting
some
of dead,
people's eyes, I am.
killing shop members or shopkeepers for a discount, that's evil. Kidnapping children, evil. Mutilating for entertainment, those are who I hunt.
Well, if it's that kind of people, I would gladly help you. As long as we are sure that that's who they are, not what they were painted to be.
Just kind of stare off into the distance at that point.
Matari probably felt like she overshared, so I think she's just gonna stare into the flames.
All right. Time passes, your watch grows on. You can see the stars shift overhead. It is a moonless, clear night. It gets quite cold. Dimitar, you can see your breath. but no one else's.
I'm going to note it for now. But after that heavy conversation, I'd rather not bring it up immediately. Can I like casually? I'm trying to be sneaky about it, but like, want to brush up against her to see if she's cold to the touch.
Go ahead and give. I mean, how are you trying to do it? Are you just like, I assume you're not just gonna like reach out and pat her, but.
No, so, we are sitting side by side at the campfire, is that right?
I believe you guys.
Were we out? We were outside though, right?
I would have thought you would have gone to the vantage point that Javid found earlier.
Okay, well, if we're side by side and like sitting, I'm going to just like shift a little bit, like act like I'm getting uncomfortable, and as I'm doing so, I'm like moving my hand, and it's going to brush against, like, I don't know, a bare part of your arm or something, just to like see and then apologize, like, oh, I'm sorry,
No, it's okay, Dimitardi. It's you guys are alone. Shoot your shot.
Yeah, go for it.
So would this be passive insight or passive perception to figure out she's trying to touch me?
I would say definitely Dimitardi, give me a deception check, and then it would be you could say you're gonna roll an insight check to see like was there what was the hidden meaning behind that.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Would it be passive insight though?
I mean, I think.
Or do I need to roll?
She touched you, and I assume you would say in your head, "Why did she do that?"
Well, no. I'm trying to see if I can figure out that she's trying to touch me, so I can try to avoid it. Before she touches me.
If she's doing that, I don't know.
That was
So
a
if
net
it's her passive
20, though.
insight.
She's being very deceptive about her movements. It would probably be like a passive insight to see that she's about to try to touch you, and she rolled a very high deception. A 23 is.
Yeah. Okay. She got it. All right. Let me roll an insight check.
It seems like she touched you on accident. And Dimitardi, her skin is definitely cool to the touch. In fact, I would say cold, like frigid and very familiar
and I
to you.
can tell that it's like probably not due to the weather.
Yeah, definitely. This isn't someone who just runs cold. This is someone who is cold.
Right.
And I would say that you are familiar enough touching these sorts of things that you would be able to tell.
Okay, I still say nothing for now.
So I do want to point out though, she does have a heartbeat. It's just not very fast, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So she's only half dead, not full dead.
I would say with just a brush, you would not be able to tell that her heart is still sort of beating. I would say just she's cold, that's all you could get out of it. Alright, your watch comes to an end. And I believe it is Briar would be next. I think is what we said, and then Javid goes last.
Well, I think Javid's up because it's the last, later half of the 8 hours.
Yeah,
because
I thought
to rest for the last little bit.
Yeah.
so. He pretty much takes the last 2 watches since he.
Okay, so
only
yeah,
needs-
the 4 hours of rest are done, and it's Javid's no longer resting at all. He's completed a long rest, and the rest of you just get to sleep.
No, well, when Azrael and Ember or Dimitardi come back in to wake Javid up, I want to be snoring aggressively loud.
Yeah, it's like echoing off the the rocks around you.
I'm going to try turning Onox's head to push his
Oh, you just turned my head?
yeah.
I feel like my head would turn, my tongue would flop out, and it would do that open mouth snore. That
It's not gargle.
like,
It's worse.
Does it wake up Briar or Snow?
You guys are probably, a full day of traversing the mountains. You guys are probably tired enough that it's not going to immediately wake you.
I can get used to most things, just not screaming.
Well,
There's some small bubbles, some maybe not like full bloody murder screaming, but she has night terrors. There's some noises coming.
Periodic screaming is worse.
She sleeps in the corner.
Yeah, night terrors is something that you definitely wake up. Or at least everyone else does.
Javid goes out and does a perimeter check, scouting out around the campsite out of ways, and then if finding nothing, no sign of onlookers, anything other than beasts passing through the area, then settles into the vantage point to complete the watch.
Alright, go ahead and give me a perception. Alright. You do not spot any creatures otherwise in the evening. It is clear skies and a quiet, little bit snory. You can hear the echoes a little bit, faintly in the distance. The wind is a gust of wind overpowers the sound, so it's not that loud. Eventually the orange streaks over the mountain peaks begin to grow their long fingers, and the rest of you awake from your long rest, ready to begin continuing traversing the Causeraine Hills.
as soon as I wake up, I want to smack my mouth, obviously sand on my tongue, just that's not good.
I want to find some cold leftover hawk.
Alright, yeah, there's a few mouthfuls on somebody's little platter.
Can't Briar make leftover treats that give temporary hit points?
Can
part of-
indeed. It's only 4 though, I believe.
Oh, well, you can still make them.
Yeah, I can make them. Here, let me go peek at it really fast. With 1 hour of work or when you're finished a long rest, you can cook 2 treats. These special treats last 8 hours after being made. So I can only cook 2.
But they give temp hit points.
The creature can use a bonus action to eat one of these and gain 2 temporary hit points, it says. I feel like it said something else when I looked at it last time, though. I don't know.
It gives according to your proficiency bonus, so whatever your proficiency bonus is. So it'll get higher as you level up to 6.
I see. Okay. Yeah, okay. That makes sense then.
Just doing
I'll
that.
keep somebody from dying. I can,
Just doing that deep, down near your tonsils gargle with my water skin. Just like.
Oh,
Aren't
I'm in
you
the middle
a
of my martial
loud
arts
sleeper?
routine. So can I like start to like punch to the gargle? Like he has some rhythm going on. So I'm like, can I make my routine like part of the rhythm?
Definitely, definitely.
I'm definitely gonna see that and start playing.
I'm gonna go find Dimitari and ask her some questions.
All right.
Hey, Dimitari, you had watch with her last night, yeah? Did you notice anything strange?
I did.
Because, like, yesterday when we were walking, it was really cold, and I didn't see anything coming out of her mouth. Like, you know, like the little fog.
I like breathing. I also
Yeah.
noticed.
Yeah, she
I-
wasn't breathing, you're right.
Yeah, something else too, and I'm like, at this point, I'm going to do the it's very off. Mind link with her. Sure, it's a private conversation. Okay, so say anything because she might hurt me, but I think Snake brushed up against her. I'm pretty sure she's not alive.
You what?
Okay, it's not like that. I mean, like,
It's okay, you don't need to be embarrassed. I mean,
I
there's all
touched-
types.
okay. So I brushed up against her, and all casual. I don't think she noticed. Yeah, that I don't think she's alive.
Oh.
It's kind of cool.
Huh.
Also, like, I have some questions. She doesn't seem to be one of many words, many answers. So, I guess we should do some research together. What do you think?
Sure, I'm down.
All right. So we'll just keep an eye on that and see what we can't find out. Cause
But if
Or,
you
like-
want to talk to her, you don't have to, like, do some elaborate thing. You can just, like, talk to her. You know. You know.
that she'd say something.
Are we talking about the same thing?
think so. What are you talking about?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
The fact that she's dead.
Oh,
The rest of
yeah,
you,
that.
you guys see this like they're kind of just looking at each other like intense stare, but nothing, saying anything. It's like a staring contest, basically.
Hold on. Is Azriel still doing her routine?
Yeah, very much so.
I'm gonna bust out the drum and like hula dance this shit. Where I'm like going and I'm like playing songs for my homeland to see if you can like keep up with like my tribal songs and stuff as you're like going through it.
Oh, I'm definitely trying to go with the beat.
Side eye that. I'm like, hey, that's its own thing going on. I think we need to address one thing at a time.
Okay, well, you can do this for whatever reason you think you might want to. Wank. Like, hard wink. But yeah, I'll help you out. No problem, man.
I'm so lost. Yeah. But I just is it not fascinating to you?
I mean, I'm fascinated by lots of things. So, you can be fascinated with her if you want. I mean,
Okay, all right. I mean, you have giant hawks. You have a dead person. I think we'll figure it out. It'll be great.
girl, you sound kind of freaky, but all right, sure.
That I'm just gonna disconnect. Does it look like she's breathing hard at all as she's doing her like martial
No.
arts stuff?
Nope, not at all. No, like it doesn't even look like she's exerting herself.
Yeah, she's very well conditioned. That's what you get out of it. She's punched a lot, made a lot of punches.
Another note. It's writing in my book.
You just have a journal entry that's just weird shit Azrael's done. Basically, is the title.
Pretty
of it.
much. Yeah, I mean, I'm not that obvious, but yeah,
It's just the back half of her entire journal.
I think that it would be more because I have my spell book always beside me. Very many, like, I don't let people see that, so I feel like it would just be like a piece of paper in there where I'm just writing all these little notes. It's like I'm just studying, basically, trying to figure out what he is.
What in Sam hell?
All right. About this point, Casimir is finished packing up his things. He's eaten a little light breakfast. And he... All right. Let's go, everyone, I think.
Yes. We are all ready to go and await your direction, sir.
Onward. I suppose.
And we're moving.
I'll take a moment to try to disguise the site as not having been used. Cover up the fire, put dirt of it, shift the dirt around to hide our presence.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a survival check. Alright. Pretty well. You managed to tuck everything away and obscure any sights of yours. It just kind of looks like, what's left of the campfire is like this streak of gray ashes running across the ground. The rest of it's kind of removed. You clear the footprints to the best of your ability and otherwise leave no trace. As one should when one wilderness treks.
And they say, take nothing but pictures, whatever those are. Leave nothing but footprints, whatever those are.
Yeah, I've never heard of those. Must be some kind of magic they have out west. Alright. Is your marching order the same? So Javid and Wanda out front, and then the rest of you kind of in a little clump in the middle?
Yep.
This time I'm going to hang back more, like following the party 10, 15 back.
Okay.
Keeping more of an eye behind us and everything.
And Azrael, you had the rear earlier.
Yeah, but it's not like way far back. It was just I was kind of behind paying attention. I'm not like
okay.
Kind of meandering with Onyx.
Alright. Can I get everyone to give me some perception checks?
That's like my third 20. I'm pretty impressed.
That's
dice on fire.
Yep.
Mine are terrible.
Yeah.
RNGesus smiles upon you.
Well done, Wanda.
Well rested. Yes.
If I bought the Memento Mori dice set, would you let me use that?
What do you mean?
Like if I dropped all the money on that dice set, would you let me use that instead of the digital one?
No, you can't. You have to use digital dice.
It's how we know you're not lying.
Well, not even that. It just makes the game faster. All right. You guys begin your northward trek into the mountain. Traveling about 3 or 4 hours, kind of winding, switchbacking your way up into the clouds. A deep ravine kind of begins to open up to your left. You can see some, water flowing down there. A small river kind of winds its way through. Below, you can make out, trees and grasses growing here. A little bit thicker down in this small valley, but you're hundreds of feet above it. The trees are tall here, similar to the height of the trees of the Whispering Wood, but they're sparse and very few of them. It's mostly just grass this high. Lichens and the sort, small bushes. After about 4 or so hours, Wanda kind of does this sharp dive and then loops back and informing you. So Javid, you would notice this. You wouldn't be able to see anything, but informing Demetari that ahead of you there are people.
Okay. Is Wanda just let me know that there's some people up ahead? I don't really have much more information from that.
People? Or ogre people?
I'll ask Wanda.
It is people.
It says people.
All right. I assume that I get a hint of this, and I will go into stealth mode to go forward and see if I can spot these people and see who they are and what they're up to.
All right. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. All right. You clear a ride, and in front of you, you see an interesting sight. There is a large cleft in the mountainside here, and poking out of it, forming this kind of strange natural bridge, is a massive, rusty iron sword. This thing is easily hundreds of feet long. Below it, kind of under the shade of the rocks off to the right, you make out a small cart, and it's laden with goods, high about 3 or 4 boxes high in the back of the cart. In front of them, kind of fanned out, you can see a group of soldiers. On the hilt of the sword that is embedded in the ground, you spot a figure kind of crouched, scanning the horizon, longbow at the ready. You can hear grunts and sound of conversation coming from the group.
Can I hear from what they're saying?
Go ahead and give me a perception. You're able to make out 2 voices kind of echoing. One of them kind of, "Come on, Namav. We need to keep going. We can't spend long enough to fix this cart. You already saw how long it took us to get past those stupid ogres. We lost 4 men just dealing with that." The other one kind of grunts. "No, you don't understand. We're not leaving the cart. This is too valuable to just leave here in the mountain. This trek personally cost me, and I'm not leaving it. We're going to fix the cart, and we're going to keep going. If it takes us all day." The other one kind of grunts, and you can hear the sound of wood creaking and groaning, and you can hear the cart kind of shift and rumble.
And how many people are there?
You can see 4.
Mm-hmm.
The four that you see, so there's the one that is on the sword, is wearing just kind of like plain leather armor with a large long bow. But the three in front of the cart, kind of fan, are wearing like a little bit of leather armor, and then there's one that's in the front that's wearing like full chainmail with a shield and like a long sword drawn. And they're all kind of just like at the ready, basically just watching.
All right. I will move back, alert the party to what I've seen, and say, we might introduce ourselves, perhaps ingratiate them if anybody's got cart mending skills.
Well, shit, me and the swole fairy are strong enough to pick up the cart. Maybe we can just help them out and lift it up for them real quick, and they can get on their way.
Right.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna like flex my picks.
The fairy is very strong.
I do the chest pop back. We're just kind of like dancing back and forth.
Bonding.
Right.
Tech popping.
As you pictorially enhanced persons do.
I just gesture to Briar like, "Hey, let's go see if we can help him," and I start heading that way.
Yeah, and I'm right up there with them.
All right. I'm going to sneak up again, hide, and keep an eye on the party, especially the sniper on the hilt, and so that I can respond if they prove to be not friendly at all.
Okay.
I'll be following, but I'm probably gonna stick closer to Azrael.
Casimir, what's he doing?
He's just kind of looking to you guys for help. Do we talk to them? I don't know.
I'm basically just gonna go forward with my like hands visible. They're not like up and submissive, but they're just like visible. I don't really carry weapons on me anyway.
Are we walking up on him?
I go up, but cautiously. And at a distance.
I'm gonna say, hey, we heard y'all had some trouble with your cart. You need some help?
All right. So as soon as you guys come into view, let me put you guys in the right spot. Yeah, roughly 60 or so feet from the group. The lead one in the chainmail and the shield, it kind of just like raises his sword and like, puts his hand out a little bit. Just, halt! Who goes there?
Well, just saw that you had some trouble. Do you need any help fixing the cart?
And kind of pauses for a second, and you see kind of step out from behind the cart a smaller fellow, just kind of wearing leather armor, got a few daggers on the hip, steps out. Who are you? What are you doing up here?
Just a traveler. Just helping out these guys, and just heard you guys struggling up here. Saw that your cart was busted and didn't know if you needed any help.
Make a persuasion.
Can I assist?
You can certainly, yeah, you guys can help. You both seem to be like waving at them, and the leader kind of whispers to himself, to the other one next to him, quietly. Where did you come from?
Just came back from North End. Just traveling up this way on some personal business, and I don't know, I'm just trying to help you out. If you guys don't want help, we'll just be on our way and you can handle it yourselves.
I think you're right. I think that would be a good choice for you to go on by yourselves.
Now, don't be talking like that. I'm over here trying to offer you help. It's only good for you if we help, and it's nothing for either of us if we don't.
He kind of puts his arms at his hips and kind of looks up at the rest of you. Oh, I'm sure you'd love to help get your hands on our goods.
Literally have no interest in your wares. Your business is your own. But if you just want to deal with a broken cart, then you can have it. And I'll just proceed to keep going down the path.
A shrug and keep up with him.
Alright. If you guys want to go ahead and move your token. As they begin to move towards the park, Javid, you note that the leader has his hands on his hips. He kind of lifts his fingers a little bit and kind of does some hand signals behind his back, like umpire style.
Javid has fled.
No, he's still up there.
No,
He's
Javid
not
actual
here.
has fled.
Classic.
Well, anyway, seeing
would
the
I-
negotiations did not go well, I'm going to make sure that I have clear line of sight to them.
Yeah, sorry.
Can-
The did I talk about our doing the bird calls signals?
No, you haven't really discussed that with us.
Okay.
It was
Not
mentioned.
in game.
Um,
Yeah.
I meant to bring up, and I thought I had raised it with the DM that Javid would make bird calls and other natural sounds to signal, one of which would be alert.
I mean, you've worked with Azrael before, so even if you haven't discussed it with a party, she would at least understand that.
Well, before my character moves, yes, I would. But Azrael, what I wanted to say is when she saw, can they see her from back where we were? Like, could she turn invisible without it being like?
You could have turned invisible before you approached.
Okay. Because as soon as they saw it wasn't going well, I was gonna turn invisible and like sneak up towards the archer. So I might not be nearby.
Okay.
The archer right here.
Nope, the archer is up there.
Do I notice, like, you said these guys were guards. Do they look like the same kind of guards that were from the airship?
No.
Like, do they have any, is it just armor? Do they have anything signifying where they're from? Like any nationalities, cities, anything like that?
Nope. They're just wearing armor.
Also, quick question. So, is the sword the bridge, or is the bridge off there to the right?
The sword is the bridge.
Oh, okay.
You can walk across it.
Do I need to roll a stealth check?
Sure, go for it.
So I'm a bit peeved at this point. So I'm going to be making hard eyes at the leader who I was talking to as we're walking by. like looking to see any intent, if his posture shifted or anything. I'm like walking aggressively. Like I'm pretty not okay with being sloughed off.
I have a decently high passive perception. Would I notice anything weird?
So this would be passive. This would be insight. And you guys can tell that they're not being friendly.
I'm gonna stop walking and take 2 steps towards him and be like, "That's not in your best interest, friend. You need to calm down and let us pass."
Azrael, where are you trying to go?
I'm trying to get right behind the archer.
All right. Well, the archer is on the sword, roughly 100 feet away from you.
Can I sneak up? Would I have enough movement during this whole process to get up there?
No,
Because I have.
probably not. I mean, it's been. You might be. I would say you could get to the sword, but you have to you have to go all the way to the sword and then like up the blade, and then kind of the hilt towards. So you could be on the sword for sure.
No, I want to be like right behind. I'll just get right behind this guy, and if I see anyone do anything aggressive, I'm just gonna stab him.
All right.
I'm gonna get in the face of the leader, like right next to, like standing in his face and like side by next to his other friend. Do we have a problem, or are you gonna let us by?
Fortunately, I think we do, and I need all of you to roll for.
Damn it! I was doing something.
Make sure you click your tokens when you roll for initiative,
God damn it.
because it makes it really annoying.
Oh, I rolled before I clicked.
Are we
Yeah,
rolling
me too.
for initiative in Foundry?
No,
Or the
you
forge?
just have to click your token before you roll with the DBO.
I don't know that. Okay.
Sorry. Can you edit it once we have them?
Yeah, but it's just annoying.
Then he has to
I
do
can't
it. Like we
set-
can't.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't let me set the.
Do I got to re-roll?
Yeah.
See that
I mean, the
shit? I
17
rolled a 21 the first time.
Uh-huh.
Did mine pop up for you?
I don't see yours.
I don't see it on the tracker.
Dang, okay. Well, that's a much worse initiative.
Wait, are we re-rolling?
Those of us that screwed up the tracker portion.
Shit, okay. I rolled shitty the first time. I'll do it.
Well, you got to keep your original.
Yeah, you just want to get on the tracker.
Oh, I
okay,
don't understand how that works.
So you click your token, like so.
Yeah, left-
if you were gonna
Left
move
click
your
your
token.
token
Yeah, I clicked that, but
And
I
then-
wouldn't know how to.
and then roll.
Then in D&D on, you click initiative.
But you said that it
Hey.
would be the first initiative that we rolled, right? That we would be counting. So how
Yeah.
would it count the first roll if I'm clicking a second time on initiative?
No, it would
It's
have
gonna
to
edit
get
it.
fixed.
Oh, I see. I mean, it doesn't really matter. My first one was an 8. Now it's an 8.
Javid, it is your turn.
Well, these people seem like they're not friendly, so rather than give that scout a chance to do anything, I'm going to shoot him or her.
It is her.
Or it. Or her. I presume that hits.
Yep.
And take advantage of my ambusher to fire again.
Alright. The arrow catches the scout in the shoulder, and she kind of like recoils a bit as she's like hurrying to draw her bow up. Alright, and add the d8. Alright, and with that, the second arrow catches her in the chest, and she just pitches backwards and plummets off the cliff.
I will try to obscure myself if there's any move back under cover.
Yeah, there's like rocks and brambles and stuff you can get behind.
All right. So I will use my move to do that.
Okay. Azrael, it's your turn.
Just a quick question. With my passive insight, which is 15, do I think these people are murderous intent, or do I think they're just scared?
They're murderers.
Okay.
You can tell.
All right. So I have been successfully hidden, right? Like this guy doesn't know I'm
They
here.
do not see you.
All right. I am going to stab him.
Fair enough.
And if that hits, I'll add the sneak attack too.
That does hit.
That shouldn't have advantage.
No, you're invisible. You have advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Well, the damage shouldn't have advantage.
Oh, I can't see that.
Okay.
Sneak attack auto rolls.
Yeah, okay. So it should be a total of 14. Oh, it does auto row. 12.
12.
Okay.
Alright, you just like jab him in the back, and he kind of like lets out, this like shout as he's hurrying to draw his blade. He's still standing, actually. He's pretty sturdy.
Alright.
For a fellow.
As a bonus action, I'm going to unarmed strike him.
Alright. Well, that definitely kills him. And you just like catch him in the neck, and he dies.
Alright. Then I'm going to move over and give Onyx advantage with this guy. Wait, which one looks armored?
The bottom one is the arm.
Okay. I'll move over there then, so he has advantage on that guy. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. All right. Onyx.
I'm gonna look at him, smile, and say, "Have it your way, then." And then I'm gonna clap my hands together and cast Thunderwave.
Okay.
So it's a 15-foot cube around me.
Centered on you, right?
Yep, centered on me. Constitution saving throw. Save of 12.
All right. And can I get a roll from Briar? I also need you.
What do you need me to roll?
Constitution saving.
Alrighty.
All right.
I'm sturdy.
I believe you would take 3 damage. I believe it's half.
Yep, it's half on a save. If they didn't save, they get pushed 15 feet back. Oh, I'm sorry, 10 feet.
All right. The more heavily armored fellow is just like blown right past you, Azrael, to the other side. The leader is also like knocked away. You see, he's kind of like grunts and begins pulling out his dagger.
Yeah, and as a bonus action, I'm going to use Tempestuous Magic to fly 10 feet away. That ends my turn.
All right. The other bandit is going to move into position. An attempt to strike Azrael. Begins slashing at you with his short sword. And you take 6 slashing damage as he cuts into you.
Which one did that?
That one. Nope.
Okay.
The not heavily armored one, not the one who didn't just get moved.
Got it.
And that is the end of his turn. It is your turn, Snow.
Alright. I'm gonna loose an arrow at him.
Which one? The one that just attacked Azrael?
Yeah, you should attack the injured one.
Yeah, I'll go for the injured one.
He draws his shield up, and the arrow sticks into the side of it, and he just like locks eyes with you before raising his long sword up towards that. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
All right. The more heavily armored one draws his sword up and bears it down towards you, Azrael, and makes 2 quick slashes. Azrael. was reading that wrong. He did way more damage than I was expecting. You would take 10 slashing damage as the sword just into your shoulder. The second blow, you kind of like turn around and just like parry it to one side with your side. Alright. And that is the end of his. Stepping out from behind the box, or the cart, the boxes of it. Well, Azrael, you were the only one in. Actually, he's going to move forward. Damn. Yep, you are the only one he can get to. Alright. He glares towards you, and I need you to make a wisdom saving. You feel these like spikes of energy in your head for a second, but you shrug them off. And it has no effect.
Kill the mage.
Alright, Briar, it is your turn.
Alright. I'll look at Onyx and be like, fucking ow, Onyx! And then rage. So...
Alright, go ahead and roll on your wild magic surge.
I'm currently trying to figure out how to do that. Let me click the thing and...
So Lindell said he set it up for you in here.
Yeah, it's under the rollable tables, but I actually don't know if I'm the only one who has access.
No, I see it.
Okay.
Barbarian wild magic.
So you can
action,
click on
spells, inventory, feats, and description.
Yeah, so if you it's on rollable tables. So up above you see like the little fist, the people, the suitcase, the
you're
map.
talking about in Foundry. All right, let's
Yes,
go.
in Foundry. So if you go to Foundry, and you see the little thingies. It's next to the map. It's like kind of like looks like a list, and it's called rollable tables. And under there's the barbarian wild magic
if
table.
you click on, so if you're under your features and traits in D&D Beyond, and you click on wild surge, it pulls up all the information on the right, and you can just click roll table to VTT, or click to the D8, and it'll spit it.
I see Wild Surge.
You can roll it in the rollable tables. Like I just did
I'll just do it there. Yeah, I'll do it there. Roll. Because I was already looking at it when you were explaining it.
Alright. Whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before your range ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage.
Hell yeah. Okay. Let's... Hang on. Okay, so if Lindell's there, ask him how I turned on the rage in here too. I forgot. It's been a while. Beyond 20, I think. I think I found it. I think it's actually already on.
So he says you would turn it on. It's the same way I turn on my sneak attack. So it's in the little, like you see, it's in the
Beyond 20 quick settings.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Okay, so I actually already had it on. Whoops. But I don't know if it actually sends it. It says add rage damage to melee attacks and add advantage to strength checks and saving throws. I guess I haven't used it yet, so that makes sense. Okay, whoops, I already had it on, but there we go. Okay, so then I am going to attack. Which one is the mage? He's too far away. I'm just going to attack the guy in front
cast
of
a
me.
spell. He just sort of looked at you and your head
No.
felt funny.
Azrael specifically said attack the mage or kill the mage.
Yes, she did. Out loud.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Could, but I would like past these two guys. So I think I'll just attack this guy for now. Oop.
Okay.
That one is that one unarmored?
Not unarmored. He's wearing just leather armor.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna run up on this guy and smack him real good.
All right.
Let's see. Actions. Relax.
Nice smacking.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Did I just send it?
I do not see the damage.
Okay. I rolled it. It says
Oh, I see
13.
it.
It's
All
in
right,
the.
13.
Okay.
Ugh. Is that a grunt as he's like struggling to get his short sword out?
Yeah.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Demetari, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move in a little bit. I'm going to use my bonus action and cast Hex on the mage. Then with my inspiration, I can use that to roll to hit with advantage, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I am going to cast Give Sickness at 2nd level. Tidge. But again, it didn't go.
I see it in the log.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the first one was 25 to hit. And then 13 damage.
What was it? To hit?
Okay.
25 to hit.
Okay.
And let me see here.
Oh.
It's 1d6. Oh, VTT not found. It's a 4 for damage on.
Is your little D&D Beyond like I can't remember the app thing. Is that gray or is that red? You might need to click it on both to just kind
Up
of
to
hook
the
it
right
up.
of the URL bar.
Hang on, Trey's coming to the rescue.
I'd also like to remind you, Demetari, that you had inspiration from last time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
that's what I
used it.
just used. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was only partially listening. Oh.
Make sure that 2nd level spell actually hit.
Oh yeah, it sucks when like a spell to hit like doesn't actually hit. It's like waste of a spell.
Like, earn spell slot for nothing. Is it off?
All right.
Oh, come
The
on.
like blast of green energy like strikes him in the chest, and he's like, ah, and like shrugs it off and kind of like sweeps it away from himself. But you can see it like seeks into him, and his like veins go black for a second before fading away. He looks very injured, but is otherwise still standing.
That's the end of my turn, by the way. I think the laptop needs to be updated, so maybe this will be an issue.
We'll be done probably at the end of this fight, and then you can go ahead and. The leader is, I'm gonna get you back for that one. He moves to the side, and he is going to attack you, Briar. has taken 2 swings at what's your AC?
16.
All right. Making some rolls. Alright. With like 2 quick swipes that cut very deeply, you would take a total of 24 slashing damage.
Phew. What about with my
Oh, that's true. You're raging.
variant shit? Yeah.
So
Be
you would
halved.
deal back, what is it, 2d6? Because each time they hit you within a...
There's that, and then also I'm raging, so it would be
It's half
lessened.
damage.
So it would be...
Well, right from resistance.
Yeah, from the rage
You
resistance.
take 13 damage.
Okay.
And he takes 3 damage back.
So when the energy does the thing, that's the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah, with
So
just
I'm
like
like-
this blast of force energy, just like blasting back into him. He's like, ah! What was that?
I don't actually know. And I'm just gonna ah.
Alright, and... he is going to disengage and get behind cover. It is Javid's turn.
Javid is going to cast Hunter's Mark on that spooky one that did the Azrael said, get that one.
Okay.
I have accidentally cast it 3 times. There we go. And then fire it. The spooky one.
That hits. And the arrow passes through his chest, and he just kind of collapses on the ground.
Okay then. And with that, I'll step back into cover.
What was that wisdom save for?
That's for me, and I was just trying to determine if I would fall into wanting to use my Fang Bite.
Okay. Alright. If that is the end of Javid. Azrael, it's your turn.
Alright. Well, okay. Who do I want my sneak attack? Yeah, unfortunately, get sneak attack. I have to hit the uninjured one. So the D6
DM, you said the spooky psych mage died?
Correct.
Okay.
All right. You know what? I need to get this guy dead, the one that's injured. So I'm gonna hit the injured one with my sai. And there shouldn't be sneak attack on that, unfortunately. So it's only 5.
Okay.
And then if he's not dead, because he's probably not, then I'll unarmed strike him.
He is not dead. You kind of like catch him in the shoulder and he's still standing. He doesn't look good. He's definitely bleeding.
Dead
But
now?
Does not hit.
Wow. Okay.
He, like, your sai catches him in the shoulder, and then he just like draws the shield up and you just pound right off the surface of it.
All right. That's the end of my turn.
All right. Onyx, it is your turn.
I'll yell out, "I thought you wanted to play!" and start chasing this guy. Which I believe... So 35...
You'd want to avoid melee, so just keep that in mind for your counting.
Well, I was here.
Right, but you won't want to go through this square right here, or that square, because then you're in melee with this guy.
Eh.
You can just count the squares too. It's 7 squares.
Same distance.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna get that close, and then I'm gonna cast Magic Missile on him.
Okay.
Where's the rest of my Magic Missile?
So it's just the 3 beams for a total
3
of 8
beams
damage.
for a total of 8 damage.
All right, all 3 of them just strike him in the chest, and he, looking up at you, longsword drawn. He's about to start moving toward.
And as a bonus action... Strong winds lift me up into the air and move me back towards Briar. And as I'm like doing that whole Neo in the air thing as I'm like smiling at him floating through the air.
Okay. All right. The bandit is going to attack you again, Ezreal. He is not rolling well. Alright, that's the end of his. Snow, it is yours.
Alright, I'm gonna target the same one again. Jesus.
Yep, again, he just like plants the shield in your way and another arrow sticks into it. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
So apparently, if you don't plan to move, you can use Cunning Aim to get advantage.
What is that?
So
Is that
I
just a
believe
general
there's
thing?
a rogue action that you can sacrifice your movement to use Cunning Aim, which gives you advantage.
You also have a bonus action of Insightful Fighting.
Yeah, but that one doesn't really matter right now.
If you succeed, you can use your sneak attack against a target, even if you do not have advantage. Anyway,
Yeah, he would already have
Oh,
sneak
I
attack,
I
right? Because
misread
I'm
that.
next to him.
Yeah, I'm. True.
Do you see it, Chris?
Yeah. Where is it? Which one? The insightful fighting.
No, the cunning aim.
So I don't think I have it because my cunning action includes dash, disengage, hide, ear for deceit. Because my roguish archetype is inquisitive.
Let me see if I'm finding it. Oh, it's an optional Tasha feature.
Oh.
If you activate the optional, yeah, I see it here. If you activate the optional features, then it's one of the options is you can sacrifice your movement to get advantage on the shot.
DM.
It's called steady aim.
Oh, steady aim. Sorry. But yeah, if you go under optional class features, you go here as a bonus action.
I mean, sure. But
Where do I go for that?
So let me just link.
you have to do it during character creation.
Got it.
We should have. Everyone should have it.
Well, you have to click optional character features.
So I have a question about that. Like, are we allowed to just check all the boxes for? Because I mean, I saw it and I was like, well, didn't get permission to do this. So
Yeah, if you guys want to use the optional stuff, just let me know.
I mean, it's just part of Tasha's. It's just another book. It's just Tasha's was really, really annoying in that rather than just adding it as a feature, they made it an optional feature, which is like idiotic. It's a feature. It's just the book is weird.
No,
Oh,
I'll get it
okay.
added for next game.
yeah, same.
Alright.
Because there's a all right.
The soldier is going to attack Ezreal. With 2 more quick slashes. Alright. The first one, actually they both hit. So the first one would hit you for 6 slashing damage, and the second one would hit for 11 slashing damage.
I'm down.
Alright, with he's going to move right there. Briar, it's your turn.
I'm gonna avenge my boo and go after this guy.
Mom, are you my boo?
Yes, baby.
You're my boo, Mama.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Which one are you going at?
Sorry. Going to go after this guy.
Okay.
The one that just downed Israel.
Alright, so if you want to go to him, the other one is going to try to hit you with an opportunity
Yeah,
attack.
I don't think you're not a melee with him.
I'm not in melee with who?
The guy, because the guy who actually killed me was the one who moved.
Mm-hmm.
So
And you're not in melee.
Yeah, you'd have to move to get to him, and the other guy will be able to make an opportunity attack.
Fine. I'll just get this guy then.
Well, I mean, you can move, I'm just saying.
Mama, I'm in a mess.
Nah.
Unless you're raging, are you thinking that tactically? Come on, seriously.
Yeah, that guy just hit your boo.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the guy that hit my boo. You're right.
No, 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 no. You should stay there and attack the thing that's right next to you.
Unfortunately, you're dead on the ground, and you can't tell me that.
I'm not dead. I'm unconscious.
Who knows with you? Truly.
Right. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the guy that attacked you.
All right. As you leave the other one's range, he takes a swipe at you, but misses. I was kind of hoping he was going to hit, so I switch back to him. Would have been fun.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
All right. Unfortunately, your 16 does not hit the other one. He just like the shield. You just like plant your axe into the wood, and it like shears a little bit. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Dimitar, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to go after guy. Still alive, right?
Yes.
All right. So as my bonus action, I'm transferring Hex to him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Magic Missile.
All right.
Okay. And I'm assuming you guys can't see that.
Saw it in D&D Beyond.
Okay. Let's finish that up. Looks like. Okay.
Are you only shooting 2 beams? I thought it was 3.
It is 3, but it initially when I used the cast feature, it gave me a number, so it would have. Here we go.
All right. What are the rules on that? So the first 2 beams would finish him off, and I believe you can redirect the 3rd beam if you would like.
I think I have to decide who they go to before I shoot them at someone.
Yeah, all darts strike simultaneously.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have to direct them. Like, I could have chosen to move it to more than one creature, but I didn't.
All right. They just shred it, and he collapsed, passing right through his shield.
Okay. I have this, where I kill someone. It's Grim Harvest. You can regain HP equal to twice the spell's level, or 3 times if it's Skull Necromancy. So that's temporary hit points that I'm gaining. Kill them?
I don't think so. I think that's just regular hit point.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'm done.
It's regular hit point.
Right.
All right. He darts out from behind the cart over towards Azrael's body, plants the short sword on her, and shouts, "Nobody move or I finish her off!" Javid, it's your turn.
Well, that's a pickle. As a bonus action, I transfer Hunter's Mark to that one. And decisions. You know what? I think we're just gonna end this guy's little show.
Okay. All right, that hit. Unfortunately, it is not enough to finish him off, and he drops the sword.
Quick. Oh, I have a question. So because what's the turning go? Like,
I was saying
Javid...
that Javid's attack, and so he readied an action to attack if anyone did anything, and so Javid got to take his action, and now he's gonna do his reaction basically.
Okay, got it.
So if Javid had rolled high enough, maybe he would have stopped him,
but he's only attacking once, right? Because he readied an action to attack, so he just attacks one time.
Correct. But it is with advantage.
It is with advantage, yes. And it's a critical, or no, I'm trying to remember. Because wouldn't it be two death saves?
Two, yeah, it's two.
Yeah, because it would be a critical. Okay.
All right. I don't believe you need to know what the damage was. It was a lot.
I just need to know it hit so I can mark off the two.
It was a lot. All right.
Unless it was,
He did not roll a nat 20.
Okay. Well, I was thinking my max hit points is 24, right? So... Oh, wait, no, because that's only if I'm alive. If he does
Yeah, it's only
my...
if he had gotten you to 0 and then carried over. Then
yeah. Okay. Okay.
He did not deal 20-something points of damage. It was not
All right, so it's now my turn.
Sure is.
So I succeed.
Phew.
And do not die. Look at that.
Onyx, is your...
Alright. Going to, as a bonus action, cast Shadow Blade. So I reach behind me into my own shadow and pull out a blade made of shadow. And then I don't know why that rolled damage. Okay. And then I'm going to move up to him. And I'm going to take my attack.
Alright. That hits. Go and roll damage. How would you like to do this?
So, Shadow Blade being made of dark energy, I'm going to ram it into his stomach and then basically like pulling a sword through air, it's just going to travel up to his throat, sucking the life out of him. until it gets to his throat, where I'll pull it out, and then all of his veins and stuff will be dark and necrotic.
All right, you just like cleave through him, and his body like separates as this like supernaturally sharp blade passes through all of him, and he kind of and just collapses to his knees in front of you, just like blood pouring out of him.
And then I'm going to take one step over and look at the other guy and say, "You're next."
He does not look enthused.
And that ends my turn.
He is going to break into a sprint.
Ooh, attack of opportunity.
Yep. Go ahead and roll
Yeah,
it.
get back there.
That hits. Roll damage. And you just like slash his back open, and he gurgles and just like collapses into the dirt in front of you.
I'm going to squat down and say, "I told you were next." And then I'm going to start... Are we out of combat?
No.
Well, sort of.
I mean, unless everyone
I
else
think
is
everything
running.
is dead.
If everything's dead, I'm going to start using Blood Clot to patch Azrael back up.
So yes, all the other creatures are dead, but Azrael is still
Yeah.
unconscious, making death saving throw.
Yeah, I'm going to patch Azrael back up on my next turn whenever you want me to do that.
I say I was going to be sprinting up there to use that powder.
Yeah, I guess technically, since it would, it'd be Snow who would need to do it. So yeah, we can keep going.
All right,
Did he
using
move?
feline agility, I sprint the 55 feet and administer the, what was it, a powder we got for stabilization?
Yeah, the Blood Clot just gives you advantage on the medicine check.
Yeah, go ahead and
Okay.
roll the medicine check.
How do I set it to roll advantage?
Oof!
If you shift click,
Yeah,
it
not
should
good.
roll advantage.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Well, both sucked, so.
Briar, it is your turn if you would like to go ahead and do a medicine check.
Yeah, I'll do one.
Where in D&D Beyond do I pay to get better rolls?
You have to buy better dice so that you can actually pay to buy dice. This is a joke. Don't actually do that, but that's how you do it.
Alright, that also did not succeed. The life is leeching, or what passes for it is leaving Azrael.
Is there anything else we can do?
Dimitari can help.
Yeah, Dimitari can try to help.
Technically, Jematari and Javiv both have turns, and then I get to roll a death save.
Okay, it's my turn.
Yep.
I'm taking this opportunity to check her pulse. As I'm doing my medicine check, of course.
Okay. Does anybody here have inspiration? Because I know we've been giving that out, and I think
Jematari already used
was
hers.
the first one. Oh yeah, Dimitari was the first one to ever use it. So you guys can transfer.
No,
that.
I used mine.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
And I used mine.
Oops. Well.
Well.
How about that?
Yeah, man.
Oops. All right. Oh, it is a nat 20 though.
Oh,
Oh,
It's
God.
not all bad.
Saving the day.
And you save her life. She stabilizes. That
so
was
I would
actually
like
a
to
close
point
one.
this all out, just because I should tell you. I have this ability called Sustained Synoptis. So when I fail a saving throw, I can choose to use a hit dice to heal 1 point. So basically, I have a get out of death free card. if I fail a saving throw. If the thing had killed me, I would have been dead.
Well, you ruined the moment, all right? It was a cool thing where
I'm-
everyone struggled to save your life. And
Well,
Demetine
they don't
managed to
know
do it.
that, so yes,
She's
they
just
all.
gonna sit up and be like, "Why you worried?"
I would have been fine, guys. But she is unconscious still, just no longer dying.
So yeah,
All right, let's
about
fix
that
this
pulse.
cart.
So it's half dead, right? So wouldn't it be like half the speed of a normal heart or something like that?
Yes.
I don't know. I feel dead inside. My heartbeat's normal.
Yeah, so it's probably like 30, 35-ish, somewhere around there, beats a
Right.
minute.
I'm not like I feel like this is very
Love-
casual. No one's really thinking
love
that what I'm
dove.
doing is weird.
Yeah, she's, checking her pulse and trying to figure out if she's alive. There is a pulse, but a very, very, very faint one.
All right. Well, now she's stable. I'm gonna start looting bodies and looking in this cart.
All right.
I would like to check the mage to see if they've got any scrolls on them.
Go ahead and make investigation check.
We're out of initiative order.
Yes.
I'm
Alright.
looting through the cart.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Azrael.
All right.
So what do I heal for? Ooh, 10.
Pretty good.
There you go. I hope that makes up for putting your life on the line.
Her eyes flitter open and looks up at the rest of you. The Snow and Onyx have kind of quickly moved over to the cart. As you guys are investigating, you can see kind of on the other side of it, tethered to the cart a little bit, like munching on a small bush. There's just this little pony that kind of raises his head at you and just kind of goes back to eating. The wheel on the cart has fallen off. It's like cracked and a little bit damaged, and you can see there's like a few tools around it where they were attempting to repair it and like wedge it back into shape.
What's in the cart? What's in the box?
It is, or at least it appears to be, most of the boxes are hay or other grains that have been like bundled up and set into the boxes. You find a few smaller ones that appear to be like useful travelers stuff. There's a few rations in the cart, but for the most part it is hay.
Nothing in the
treasure?
hay. As I'm like sifting through the hay, there's
Even
nothing.
what about under the cart? Are there any secret compartments?
Now we heard them say that this was too valuable.
Well, as far as you guys have found so far, it is just hay.
Fuck it. I'm starting to break shit. I'm taking boxes off and I'm throwing it and I'm starting to dismantle everything that's in it.
The pony whinnies and kind of grumbles.
I'm gonna take care of the pony. I'm gonna take him off and take him aside and stuff.
Finish him off, put him out of his misery.
My God, no. It's the worst.
All right, go ahead and give me an animal handling check. What are the rest of you guys doing? So,
I was checking for scrolls on the mage.
he, as far as you can tell, has no arcane focus, no bag that would function as a component pouch, no scrolls, no spell book, nothing of the sort. In fact, the only thing that he was carrying was a small pouch with 10 silvers and a dagger.
Alright, I'll take the silver for now.
Ooh, can I look for
I'm just gonna
magic
start
stuff?
looting bodies.
So I'm going to go over and help Briar with the pony, and I want to talk to the pony and ask it what its carrying that the people thought was so valuable.
While he starts neighing at this thing, can I use magic awareness?
Sure. What does that do?
As an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you learn what school of magic it belongs to.
All right. You do not, I mean, other than your party has some small bits and bobs, and Javid is currently casting a spell, but there is nothing magical in the cart.
I don't feel like there's anything here magic-wise, guys.
I'm still rage looting the cart. I'm dismantling. I'm pissed.
You're starting to destroy it.
Oh yeah, I'm taking apart boxes and getting everything out of it. I'm pissed. They wanted to fucking kill us over this so highly important cart. I'm shredding it.
All right. Azrael,
Save the cart itself. We might be able to use that.
Azrael, what are you doing?
I am looking for weapons, so I'm looking for good weapons off the bodies.
Okay. You're able to find a pretty good longsword off of the one soldier. The other two have 2 short swords. Actually, you'd find 3 short swords, a longsword, a shield if you are interested. It's got a little bit of a battle axe damage to it, but that's pretty good. And then,
Plus some arrows. It's got some arrows in
3
it.
daggers. Yeah, and a few arrows in it. The horse kind of whinnies at you, and what is it you're looking for?
Well, I want to know if you know where you've come from and what you're carrying.
Oh, it was kind of a while ago, so my memory's kind of fuzzy. But we came from the dark place. Lots of people under dark. That's where we came from. Pretty sure.
And the cart you're carrying, is there anything special about what's on it? Just the food and provender that they're carrying for you? Anything that the people seem to think was extra special?
I don't know. They get stuff out of the cart all the time. I don't see exactly what it is, but this is our special cart. This is the one we always use.
It's a nice cart, and
Yeah.
if you're okay with it, we'd like to take you along with us since your people seem to have all fallen down.
Yeah, they're sleeping over there. Yep.
We might be going back to the dark place. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I love it there. Everyone gives me sugar cubes and friendly.
So not dangerous. You didn't get bitten by anybody.
Well, the other horses kind of like to bite, but that's it.
The other horses, who are they?
Well, there's Bill and Jeff.
Mm-hmm. Those are horses who went in with you.
They're the other. They draw some of the other carts.
The other carts, of course. Where are the other carts now?
I don't know.
Where's Bill and Jeff?
They didn't come with us on this one. Just me.
Oh, okay. Oh, on this whole trip. So Bill and Jeff are back at your home stable.
Yeah, probably. I mean, we go out sometimes, and we're gone. We come back, and sometimes that's just how it goes. We don't go with each other, and we're kind of in and out.
Ah, okay. Those are your buddies back home. I get it. Okay, that's nice. Well, I hope you get to see them soon.
Oh, yep, me too. Are you guys taking me back there?
But after we go back to the dark place.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, it is in the dark place, so it would make sense.
Oh, your stable is in the dark place? I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So these people who've all fallen down, those they're from the dark place.
That's where we usually hang out. I don't know. Some of these guys I've never met before. You know, this is about how it goes usually.
And they've been treating you well, sugar cubes and plenty of good hay and all that.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. I like it. Like it when people take care of their ponies.
What do I find on the bodies?
You find a total of you find about 50 gold pieces, and I think 10 silver pieces, what I said already, and then 8 copper pieces. Additionally, you find a rolled up scroll on the body of the leader.
Hey, Azrael, you've been acting as party fund, right? Can't hear you.
Yeah, it was 5 gold, 10 silver, and 5 copper. And then I put the weapon.
Gotcha. I found 30 gold pieces here for the party fund.
All right. I'll add it with the others.
Am I able to recover arrows and maybe find the quiver of the sniper?
He fell off the cliff. He is gone.
She
is very gone.
Heck.
I'm gonna get done rage looting, and I'm gonna specifically look at what sort of armor the leader was wearing.
The leader was just wearing plain leather armor. The well-armored one, the one that took a real beating from you guys, is wearing pretty nice chainmail, and it's in fairly good condition now, considering.
Was it chainmail or a chain shirt?
It is chainmail. Yep, chainmail and a shield.
So I'm gonna unroll the scroll and read it too.
All right. Can I get actually Onyx? Can you give me a? I'll say you can give me an investigation check with advantage since you are just like destroying the cart.
Trash. Sometimes good, sometimes shit.
After I'm done looting the bodies, I'm gonna walk over and look at his progress.
Yeah, unfortunately, you do not find anything of value within the cart. Snow. Oh shit! Actually, you speak thieves' cant. Fuck.
I do.
All right.
I do as well, by the way.
That is what it said. It says, Namav, meet with Gridrin behind the markets. Make sure you get a good price for these. After you've done and you've paid the help, make sure you don't get seen on your way back along the Gray Road. Report back to Burrow Group and give the full report on your trip.
Well, I'm going to take that to mean that they got something valuable, and I'm going to double check
I think they
all the
might have
bodies.
already. Sorry, I think they might have already sold. I'm trying to understand. Don't back along the Gray Road. Like,
So,
quick question: the
Casimir, are
market,
we on
where
the
is
Gray Road?
that? The market's in northern, right?
There are a lot of markets in a lot of places.
And we're on the Gray Road, right?
You are not. You are on some like old mining track that doesn't have it.
Where's the Gray Road?
The Gray Road goes from Corathus to Newt Abbey, and then it kind of arcs along, and then it goes to Torvir Deep.
Regardless, I'm double checking everything.
Yeah, my question is, did they already sell what they went to sell, and they just have the gold?
Well, the gold came from everybody. This wasn't on one person. I don't think they would distribute a payoff amongst the entire party.
How much gold did the leader have?
Maybe half of the total that you find.
All I found was this 10 silver as I hand it to Azrael.
I still think that there's something here. Whether it be the payoff amount or the items itself. Because there's items plural in this list.
So this is not on the same page here, but I found it weird that when I checked out the mage, there was nothing indicate that he could use magic.
I mean, Anna, he doesn't really look like somebody who uses magic.
Onyx has that thing around his neck that helps him cast. This guy had nothing, no component focus.
He definitely tried to cast a spell on me.
I believe you. I just found it odd.
Is there a way that Azrael might know of to cast magic without a focus or without a spell component?
Give me an Arcana check.
Does the leader look about my size?
The one that was wearing chainmail, the chainmail will probably fit you.
None of the dudes wearing leather would, though.
Yeah, you could probably fit some of it on you. Might be a little tight. You do not specifically recall anything that resembles what that guy tried to do, basically.
What about this Oh wait, did Snow share the note that he had?
I believe he said he read it out loud.
Okay. Does this Graydon, does that sound familiar at all?
To either of us?
I mean, I'm an urban bounty hunter, so I have spent some time around thieves.
Go ahead and just trying to figure out what check that would be.
History to remember something?
I mean, I'll say it is an intellect check, but I will let you use either deception or sleight of hand, your choice, because this is kind of like an underworld type of knowledge check.
Can I guide myself before to add a D4?
Yeah, you can give guidance on yourself.
I'm gonna start dragging bodies and yeeting them off the cliff.
Okay. You just after you finish, checking all the pockets on one, you slide him over to the edge and just go, "Huh?" And he,
Oh, I'm not being
gonna-
gentle about it. I'm like one leg, one arm, like barrel tossing these motherfuckers off the side.
just whipping them right off the cliff, and they just
I'm gonna
disappear.
search through the card again.
All right.
I think I fail. Sorry.
Yeah. It would be really specific to kind of difficult to know this exact name of this guy.
What about Burrow Grip?
That one would be even harder. Well, they would all be not easy. A 9 doesn't get you there, basically, is what I'm saying.
Can I
What
say
about
I,
an 8?
No.
can I say I kept the chainmail and 2 sets of leather armor
Sure.
from the guys?
Sounds good. Snow, you said you were checking the card again? Go ahead and roll with advantage since you're just really smashing it to pieces.
If I don't find anything, I'm gonna take this thing apart piece by piece.
All right. I will say that just with the amount of time and effort that you guys are all spending on this, it's taking you a long time, like over an hour, probably, to start prying boards off of it. You've taken every box out of the back of it. You have, you're like starting to literally disassemble the entire cart here on the road. Casimir is kind of like getting a little anxious watching you guys do this, but watching you guys fight, he's not going to push you on this, basically, is what's happening. But after over an hour of you guys all kind of sitting here, in fact, I'll say that you guys probably could have taken a short rest. You pry one of the boards off of the bottom, and you find that the cart's bottom itself is kind of a false bottom. There is a section underneath. And inside of it, you find
Am I the only one that sat there and did this the entire time?
I think
I needed a short rest, so I was taking the short rest.
No, I mean I would have gone back with you and rage destroyed everything with you.
Yeah, I would say that after talking with the pony. What's the pony's name?
Ted.
Ted. After talking with Ted, I would join the search on the card.
Dirty little Sebastian.
No.
Probably no smashing, but definitely.
No, I'm not smashing. I'm board by board prying it apart. All right, what I find? Sorry for the distraction.
All right. Prying the boards apart, you find 3 small wooden boxes that have been they're specially crafted to fit snugly in this small gap underneath, and it's about maybe a 4-inch wide hole at the bottom.
Are any of the 3 heavier than the others?
Yes, one of them is considerably heavier than the other.
I'm gonna take that one, and I'm gonna hand a box to each Javid and Onyx, and here you go, boys.
Oh, open it.
We found something after all.
Now, well, sometimes these can be booby trapped, so
I still open it.
maybe somebody with skills.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Check for that.
They are not locked. Likely the security that they put on them was just that you couldn't find them, essentially.
I would say with the amount of time it took, I'd be surprised if they went to
As
the
soon as he hands me mine, I'm opening it.
All right. Popping yours open, you see it is 7 small little kind of palm size wrapped in cloth items. Basically.
I'll take the cloth.
There is a very specific odor that emanates from it. I'll say it's kind of like tobacco.
Hey-oh! I open it.
It appears to be this cleaned and washed piece of a root of some kind.
Is it familiar to me?
Is it familiar to me?
Is Javid jonesing?
It is very familiar to Javid.
Is Javid starting to twitch?
It is a very specific odor that Javid recognizes instantly.
Immediately throws his over.
I know this this dankness.
Yes.
I look over at Javid. What you got in yours?
Trajan.
Okay, I don't know what this is. I hand him my box and I take his box.
All right.
And he opens that.
Rip that one open.
It is the same thing. It is 7 small wrapped little parcels.
14 root pieces in total.
Correct. And in Snow's box, because I assume that you opened that one too, it is 300 gold pieces.
Hey guys, I found 10 gold pieces.
Did you mention that yours was heavier than everyone else's?
No.
Well, Javid, you seem to like this shit, and I just hand him my box too.
How much did you say? 300?
Yeah, 300.
300 gold pieces.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give
That is
30 to Onyx, 30 to Javid. I'm gonna take 40, and I'm gonna give 200 to Azrael for the pool.
Can we all see this?
Well,
Yeah,
the three of them, the
Yeah,
two of
pretty
them
much. You know,
helped
they're
me
deciding.
out. So
Alright.
I almost
Anybody
died.
trying to be
If we're
sneaky about this?
divvying it up, it's even. If we're not, it all goes to the pool.
all right, then everybody takes 30, and then he goes to the pool. I was gonna say, did those two even see in the box?
You have a box of 300 gold. I can hear the change clink.
I
Yeah, it
gave
definitely
you
clinks.
money.
Javid's just salivating, just...
I say at this point, I don't think he cares about any of the money.
Yeah, GP, fine, thanks. This is really fine root.
It's good stuff, that's for sure.
We cook it?
I'll show you later when we get a chance to settle.
Nice.
And wrap one of them partially and start licking it.
Casimir, it's good. It's good stuff.
All right, so everybody gets 30 gold, and 110 goes into the pot.
It'd be 180.
He said what he said.
He said what he said.
I found 290 gold pieces in this box.
Yeah, no. I can do math.
Yeah, but you also weren't there.
I'm
Sounds like
sitting
metagaming
on the
to me.
ground watching you open this box with 300
I thought you were
gold.
short resting.
Yeah, short resting doesn't mean sleeping. It means sitting.
I think she needs to do a insight check to whether or not she can tell the volume of this box. There's how much gold would be in.
You want me to do a perception check?
That or
No.
like checking to see how much you're pocketing.
Yeah, I could do a perception check.
Do we want to, go into the metagame of how much you guys have pocketed?
I shared.
I had 5 gold to my name. Y'all motherfuckers over here rolling around with like 60, so I don't...
Well, quit blowing your money on things.
Gotta bribe the bards, man.
To find paper and then destroy it.
I still got it. It's perfectly
Really
good.
important.
Alright, am I able to move this cart?
At this point,
The
it's
wheel.
half a cart, so...
Are you going to push it over the side?
I'm moving the cart over the side, following the bodies.
Alright, give me an athletics check. I will say that Briar probably helps. So you can do it with advantage, or you can have her roll with advantage. Alright, there you go. 22. The two of you just like putting some muscle into it, just grind it over to the other 3 wheels are spinning, the 4th one, Briar kind of like flutters and like lifts that one up, and you just roll it off the edge, and it just descends down to the air. Like you hear it crash and like explode off the side of the cliff.
I then frisbee the fourth wheel that was like broken over the edge, and then dust my hands and say, "Well, we were never here."
Casimir just kind of, yes, it's been a bit of a detour, and I think it's time enough for us to keep going.
I didn't see you help.
Yeah, not so
We
much of a
cleared a
detour
roadblock.
as a delay. Yeah, we ran into some trouble, traffic on the highway.
This is what you paid us for. So keep your comments to yourself. Understand that we have a process to do this, and now we can move on.
And most of us did it without magic. And I walk away.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, that wasn't directed at you in any way. That was directed straight at Casimir.
All right, that's fair.
My apologies. This way, gestures towards the sword and begins leading you guys along the road.
And we're moving.
All right, we calling it here?
Yeah, I think this is where we will go ahead and stop. Hope you guys had fun.
All right. No level 4, right?
No level 4.
All right, just to make sure.
Would be too convenient.
No, I want to get a chance to enjoy this level.
All right. I'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Just a quick question.
Good.
Who kept the note? Did you keep it, Snow?
I mean, I still have it. I mean, I read it out. I mean, I didn't hand it to anybody, so.
All right, sweet. Thanks, guys.
Farewell.
Hey, what are you doing for the rest of the day, Trey?
It was fun.